just chit chat. Okay.
Okay.
Are we live?
It looks like it. Hold on. Let me pull up. I don't see it on YouTube.
Hello. I don't know if there's anyone actually here because I don't know how to do this. This is our first time on StreamYard.
Hold on.
There's one live viewer and it's me.
I am also there, so why is it not counting me?
Oh. Anyways. Oh, hold on. Sometimes I have to like refocus it. Oh, hey. Oh, there are people here.
Hi.
Hold on. It's like not focusing on my face.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, hey. What's going on? What are y'all doing? Oh my gosh. I hate this blurriness.
Are you using a web camera or?
I am. And I did this the other day where it got blurry, and so I like had it refocus on my face, and it doesn't want to do that. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get real close. I feel like it's still blurry. All right, you get soft focus me. Probably better for everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Just got home from picking the kids up. I know we're early. So in about 15 minutes or so, you may hear piano being played, either poorly or moderately well, depending on who is going first, my sister or my child.
That's so funny. Scotland.
Oh, I'm so jealous, Christine. You're just rubbing it in. I want to be in Scotland.
That sounds like a good vacation about now.
And I just want to move there. Perfect.
I'd love to move anywhere at this point.
What was that?
I said I'd love to move anywhere at this point.
I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm worried that we're going to be eating horse soon. So perfect time to go live. Yeah, my kids just got home from school. A storm is coming through. I'm hoping the storm just like dumps it all out today and maybe tomorrow during the day because I have quite a few friends that are doing markets tomorrow. And then I have my market on Saturday. And right now the forecast says we're all going to be soggy.
Nice.
I will absolutely take you up on that, Christine, and maybe some like smoked salmon. Some lox. Oh, hey, Carrie. Okay, wait, now I actually need to pull out the pattern. I'm working on a, what do you think it is?
A frog? Is it a frog?
And I did it wrong, so hold on.
Your camera also focused, so there you go.
Maybe I shouldn't be working on a project like this. I'm making a sleeping dragon, which you would not have known based on what I just showed you, because I just did the horns for the nostrils.
That's why it looked like a frog.
Exactly. Oh, I am more in focus. I showed the abomination that was my sleeping dragon. All right, let's start over. Yes, well, it's a book fair, but it's like at the studio, which is the name of the place where I have my products. And then in September, I have 3 book fairs back to back to back. So
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
I don't have another market until the end of October.
That is bonkers.
I know.
Hopefully it's a good one.
It's like the record-breaking one from last year that I'm returning to, so I'm really hoping it's going to be good, but based on my last like 3, I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah. Well, and hello from Greece, or hi. Astros. Hello from Raleigh, North Carolina. It's not nearly as exciting. So yeah, the ones I'm doing the Charlotte Book Fair, which It's at the location that is like the B location. I still have not done the A location, but they're full for this year, so that's fine. And then the week after is Wilmington, and that's where Chris from Enchanted Skein is going to fly in that week, and we're going to hang out. And Amanda's going to join us, and we're all going to the Wilmington Book Fair because Amanda and I both have spots at that book fair.
I'm so jealous you're hanging out with all these YouTube people.
I'm so excited. And then the week after that is the Raleigh Book Fair, except it's going to be in a different place this time because apparently they got in trouble for how busy it was at the one in May that was like my record-breaking book fair. It was so busy that like it stopped traffic on the road. It took my husband 30 minutes just to like pull in to go look for a parking spot. So they're having to do it at a different location.
Oh man.
Because the previous location is actually going to be expanding. They have like an extension that has a bunch of like shops and restaurants that are due to open. So, hey Michelle. So when that happens, the October and November book fairs will be back at the original Raleigh location.
Well, that's exciting though.
Yeah.
The fact that they had to relocate because of foot traffic is always a good sign.
Yeah, I have no idea where this other location is though. Like they are calling it Glenwood Place, where it is, but I have no idea like where it is within Glenwood, but it's apparently owned by the same company. So I don't know. Fingers crossed. So yeah. What are you going to be crocheting tonight?
I actually am working on Stanley the Stegosaurus by KP Crochet Creations. And it's coming out so stinking cute. And I'm like so mind blown at how she builds her patterns because I'm like brain exploded. It was pretty
cool. Her stuff is so creative.
Construction is insane.
I know. We need to do like a crochet retreat. Hi, Tammy. You inspired me to give a stab at StreamYard. Oh, hey, Consuelo. I didn't realize that this was your username on here. And yeah, Carrie, maybe we just need to go to you to have a crochet retreat because I don't feel like you can leave to go anywhere.
I will come play with horses all day.
So. I know. Tabs is like,
Sonia. For free. Just give me snacks.
And the kitties.
Yeah, well, that too, yeah.
Yeah.
I know we looked at a house yesterday that had 9 acres, and it had a 2-stall barn, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could live my dream, but it's too far, unfortunately.
Hold on.
But I about hyperventilated over it.
My child doesn't know I'm live, by the way. It's only a matter of time. He was like, let me know next time you go live. And I was like, I don't ever go live. And he was like, why not? Oh, wait. It's too late. I'm really busy right now.
You are? Mm-hmm. So I can't drop in there and give you a hug?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna drop in and give you a hug. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, you're live?
You have a piano lesson. Go.
Actually, Cece's going first.
You don't need to be here.
You didn't tell me.
I know, because you're doing homework.
I don't have any homework today.
You should find homework.
You said you'd tell me if you went live.
I didn't. I just said I don't go live.
Hello.
All right. Go. Close the door.
Love you.
Okay.
Bye. All right.
So sweet. Okay.
People say hi.
I'm almost done.
He's very excited that people said hi. I'm sure he'll be back. the piano's not too loud because it's begun.
It's not too bad. It's almost like, I feel like I'm almost at like a Ruth's Chris restaurant or something, you know, with like the really low ambiance music.
Give it 40 minutes and then it'll be my son playing. And then you'll be like, what's happening? So his piano teacher used to play the clarinet. And so when he got the recorder in 4th grade, he insisted that she continue to teach him the recorder. So we know more than hot cross buns.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. Hashtag blessed. So whenever he has piano lessons, he then also has to play the recorder.
That's so funny. Honestly, it's impressive to know anything other than hot cross buns. Because I feel like that's the only song you learn when you learn the recorder, and that's it.
I mean, maybe for good reason, but...
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get a recorder and start playing on YouTube as part of my content.
I mean, that would definitely be a strategy for something.
Teaching myself how to play the recorder again after 20 years.
Hooks Dragon, is it Christina? Why am I? You're not Christina. Krista. I know you're not Chris. And I don't want to just call you the wrong name. And I'm horrible with names. I'm sorry. I know, like, we were bonding over the fact that we're all K names.
I'm literally the worst at names. Names and faces. I'm terrible. I'm useless. Like, I'll remember a name and I'll remember a face, but I won't remember both.
Fern Gully. Okay. But also, Fern Gully. Sorry, there's so many conversations happening outside of my door. I loved Fern Gully as a kid, and I also used to quote it all the time. And no one ever knows what I'm talking about because I'd be like, I'm blind, I can see, it's a miracle. And people look at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, Fern Gully, obviously. And I knew far more quotes from it too, but anyways, that's a little young Christine lore. I did start cleaning out my burnout blanket today.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm ashamed with how much there is.
Not that I need anything else. I literally think I bought 46 skeins of yarn from Premier on Tuesday.
So I ordered on Monday, I ordered Parfait Chunky colors because I wanted to get the August sale price. And then on Tuesday, I ordered all those new colors. And my Monday order just came today. And it's in a giant box in the hallway. And the Tuesday order is coming tomorrow. So that's why I'm like, I need to purge.
Well, if you could see, so, you know, I packed all of mine into boxes while we were going through all the house stuff. So now I've just got black boxes full of yarn. I basically opened them all up and they're just like lined up against the wall behind me now, just so I can actually see everything. But I literally was only just able to get I had to place another order for the tie-dye because I was running low.
Yep.
So I only just got that into a box and now I've got this order. And then today I realized this is my last skein of black. And I'm like, it's the most common color. I use it with literally everything. And
don't you use Elise Voluto?
Yeah.
Why not get their black?
Well, it doesn't pair with Premier Basic Chenille for me very well.
What are you doing with it? Because
I
use them interchangeably.
It always comes out thinner with Elise Voluto. Elise Voluto for me is always thinner. Except for with the tie-dyes. It matches with the tie-dyes. Hey.
I absolutely use them interchangeably, and I do not like using Basic Chenille because I feel like it's like rougher.
See, I haven't really had that problem. I mean, this black is not bad. This black is kind of thick, but...
Yeah. Hey, Catherine. Consuelo. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm at the point of doing. Not quite like all, but I'm keeping the mystical and some of the other like variegated and some of the accents that I would use for like dragons and stuff, because I pretty much just use it for chickens and dragons. Tabs taking care of business. I placed a Hobby Shoppy order and it still hasn't shipped. I'm like, are they mad at me? I don't know why, because I ordered a whole lot of yarn, but yeah. So I also have a Hobby Shoppy order coming in, and hence the yarn ban going forward. Yeah, and that's the thing, Krista. I'm like, I'm just gonna use Premier Parfait Chunky and then Elise Veludo, and then I'll use like the tie-dyes, like stuff that can kind of interchange with that. And I'll have my Bernat blanket in the specialty colors for small dragons, chickens, whatever, until I like eventually make that transition over. Especially because if like Michael's is going to do the kind of nonsense where they're charging $16.99 a skein of Bernat blanket. So, and it hurts me. All right, I messed up. I really should not be working on this. What are y'all working on? And yeah, I'm nowhere near out of yarn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a story sale on my Instagram. Just, well, I've had a few people say, let me know when I'm purging my Bernat blanket, so I will. But then also I'll just put it on stories. Krista, they like sent out an ad at Michael's that had Bernat blanket featured, and it was $16.99. And granted, it was the really large skeins, but still, the fact that like,
yeah, I think the last time I don't buy it from Michael's, but I think the last time I looked, it was $13.99 for like the regular skein.
Yeah, and for the fact that like I really only use it for a limited number of things now because it hurts.
But I don't think per ounce it's actually that much different than Premier Basic Chenille.
Yeah. I just can't deal with like the texture consistency issues with it, and like it makes my shoulder flare up. This is gonna be
Have fun, Tammy.
Thanks, Tammy. I loved watching your like many blanket updates from this weekend. I am amazed at how many like
I'm so far behind on my YouTube. I'm like 7 days behind my YouTube.
I am slowly catching up to the point where sometimes I'm like skipping ahead to like the most recent at this point because I'm like, I just need to find out what's happening now and then I'll go back.
Yeah.
Oh, your Hobby Shoppy order went on like a grand adventure.
Yeah, that sounds like a good adventure though.
Right? That's like, I would happily go to Paris and then Edinburgh.
You found Parfait at Walmart?
Yeah, it's a new thing. Well, I know they have Parfait Chunky XL at Walmart.
Interesting.
And I don't know where I saw it. Maybe it was like an ad on Instagram, but it was like find out if yours has it carries it and like price may vary. So maybe it was an ad.
Interesting.
But I got XL in the beginning, but I don't really use it. Maybe I should be purging that too.
Yeah, I had some XL. It's currently in a box in our storage unit. But I think I bought specifically skeins to make giant sunflower sea turtles. So that's all I have. But
The chaos blanket.
Good thing I don't have a regular job.
I dropped something.
$4.97. Wow, that's pretty
I don't even have time to do the things that I want to do, and this is my job. Like, I was just talking to a friend today who just quit her job because she was like, I can't take it anymore. And we went to water aerobics today. It was great. And then, like, how was I crocheting so much when I was working? I don't know. Also, what is happening at your house?
You know the little spring door stoppers?
Oh, yeah.
Sadie is smacking it to try and get my attention. I don't know what she wants. It's literally 3:00 in the afternoon. It's 2 hours before she eats dinner, so I don't know what is going on right now.
I talk about it in, I talk about my member video that I haven't posted yet.
Go on, Sadie.
But, so my cat Ash, he's like the crazy one that has like one marble rolling around in his head. And he, previously at 6:00 every day, he would be fed like a can of wet food, like all the cats would. But he was the one that was like, I'm starved. So it started, bye Tammy.
Bye.
He started like pulling it forward, and it was like 5:00. He would begin his reign of terror of like yowling through the hallway.
Oh my gosh, it's so irritating.
Well, so then the other day, James was like, it's not even 5, it's 4. Fine, I'll feed you. And I was like, you just opened up a can of worms.
Oh my gosh.
Guess who started yelling at 3:00 today? And he closed his door, which is right next to mine. So I just have this cat yowling for 45 minutes. So, yeah, note to self, I can't film any videos at that time unless I have to like do the preface of, hey, so if you hear a cat, he's fine. He's actually fed very well.
They're always so dramatic, honestly.
He is so dramatic.
It's just like, I promise you are not wasting away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wish I could find people to barter with for stuff like that. That would be so cool. Maybe I need to start posting in some of the local Facebook groups.
Yeah, just make sure it's for services and stuff you want.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, I had someone, maybe I talked about it in market, I don't know, or in a recap. I had a market this one time, and like this person came over, another vendor, and they were looking at my stickers, and they're like, oh my gosh, your stickers are so cute. Would you be interested in a trade? And I was like, I mean, maybe. I don't, where's your booth? Like, what do you have? She's like, I have stuff too. It's over there. I was like, okay. And I just never had a chance to go look because I was the only person at the market. So she came back and she's like, well, I just brought you stickers so that you could like pick from what I have. And none of them were cute or things I wanted. But I didn't want to be like, oh, I don't like any of those.
Ungrateful.
So I was like, oh, I guess I'll take this one. She's like, I'll take these two. And like,
yikes. I know. I did a trade, my first like legitimate trade at my last market for some tea, and I'm really excited. I love it. It's so good.
When you were talking about that, I was like, that's genius.
Yeah, it was good. I was gonna buy it anyways, and because they were at my booth just looking at my stuff, and we were just talking for like half an hour. And then I went over to theirs, and I was like, they were like, oh, what kind of tea do you like? And I was like, well, I mostly drink it at night, so it's going to be like lavender. Can y'all hear the spring? It's driving me crazy.
I have a piano going on, so I hear nothing.
And I was like, well, I usually drink it at night, so it would need to be like lavender, chamomile, like the calming stuff. And they were like, that's perfect. We have this entire gift box of 5 different teas. And so I was like, oh my gosh, that's great. And it was only like $15. So I was like, oh, just swipe my card, take it. And they were like, and then his wife or partner, I don't know, Una.
She acts like she's going to murder the piano teacher every single week. And every single week, she's like, oh, it's you.
Anyway, so his wife looked over her shoulder. She was like, babe, we wanted stickers. Just do a trade. And I was like, oh my God, go take all the stickers. I will take your tea. You go. And then they gave me this big box of candy, handmade candy to go with it. So good.
Yeah. I really want to make, if anyone knows of a pattern for, speaking of sourdough bread and all that, my sourdough bread / Bambies are going crazy right now. Sorry. They're just flying through my yard. I keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, what's happening? the sourdough lady that does the bagels and sourdough loaves, she just started doing cinnamon rolls, and she's doing them as like driveway pickup from her house, and she fresh bakes them on Sunday mornings. So
Yum.
we've been doing that, and it's been amazing. And I've been wanting to make her like a sourdough loaf kind of, jelly cat kind of plushie.
Yeah.
But I haven't found like a good pattern for it, and I'm sure I could freehand it, but I need like zero brain power to be used in the process of doing this.
Please
So,
hold. Let me go to Google.
I mean, Etsy will give you 50 different AI pictures.
Oh yeah, no, we don't do that. Hold on, I'm looking. Wait, this is cute. Hold on.
Hi, Gizmo.
Notify by Liz.
Oh, and then there was a plushie that I got the pattern for last year. It wasn't like a fantastic pattern, but I'm definitely gonna make it again this year with my modifications. But I went to go link it, and it's the like ghost pup, where it's like the ghost hood and then there's like the dog head in it.
Mm-hmm.
I went to click on the shop where I got it from before, and they have all of their plushies removed. Ow! It's Gizmo.
This is chaos.
Stop it, sir. He's like, pet me. One claw. I have but one claw, Krista. That's a Fern Gully quote. Oh, she does. Well, so this ghost pup, it's like, I can sell it for like $12. It's literally a hollow ghost,
Yeah,
and you just plug a head into it.
Yeah, I remember you making those.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's the pattern is just that. There's no mods, nothing. Hold on. Go on. Yeah. Get out.
Have mercy. This dog. What? What are you staring at me for?
It's like chaos here.
This is literally the most chaotic live I think I've ever done.
I'm
This
so
is
sorry,
nuts.
guys. Yeah, it's
like she's booping all the furniture now with her nose.
Do you love me? Will you feed me?
Oh my god.
Right? They really are. It
Just
is
lay down.
dinner time. Or
just
according to Ash, it was dinner time an hour and a half ago. So anyways, I went to go look for the pattern, and there are no plushie patterns anymore on this person's Etsy site. And like the patterns that are there all very much look like AI. And they have a picture of the ghost pup in like their header. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely on the right place. But now I'm like, so did I buy this AI pattern? Because it wasn't a great pattern to begin with. Like it was fine, but it had a lot of unnecessary steps that I was like, let me fix this and do it my own way. Interesting. I'll have to look at that, Consuelo. I have a ghost kitty that I love to do. I just like this thing because it was so simple. And again, I have it, and it was more so a matter of like I wanted to link it so that people could reference it if they were interested, knowing the disclaimer of it's not a perfect pattern, but like it's a pretty cute concept. But I liked it because it was like really inexpensive, and it was a limited seasonal item where I could make like a few of them. But yeah. Do you guys want a sneak peek of something I did that I didn't have time to put in my video?
Oh,
it's a little reading kitty.
My god. That is the cutest thing.
So cute. So yeah.
So cute.
I hope this event on Saturday doesn't get canceled.
Because of the weather, or?
I mean, if it was to get canceled so that the other 3 in September could go forward, then I'd be fine with it. I need the weather to choose. Like, are you going to sacrifice this event for me? And if so, fine. But like, don't touch the other ones.
Very fair.
Hey, Jen. Also, Destiny, I don't know why I didn't realize that package that I was packing for Destiny was for you. When she tagged me in her Instagram, I was like, are you serious?
That's so funny.
Because I would have like dropped in a little note or something. I'm sorry. I just can't. And yes, we need this weather to calm down. I was saying earlier that if it could just get it over with today and tomorrow morning and then be done, because we got Friday night markets happening, not for me, but I know you have one and a whole bunch of other people do. And then Saturday, yeah. I really need to not be doing this pattern. Yeah, but like sometimes, you know, I'll see names. I'm like, oh, that's so and so. You just have such a popular name, Destiny, that it's so common.
Are we able to drop links in?
Yeah, I think so.
Chat? Ooh, wait, hold on. It's a really long link. Wait a second.
Oh, I don't actually know. I'm assuming we can.
Hold on.
If you can't, you can always message it to me too, and I can try to put it in there.
I
Because I don't know, maybe. Oh.
But sourdough for you.
Oh. I don't know how I did that, and it doesn't help anyone, I don't think, to. Oh, it is clickable, so it's not clickable for me.
Is it not?
Mm-mm.
That's interesting.
Right?
Are you on YouTube? Like, are you looking at it on YouTube?
I'm in StreamYard.
Oh, maybe that's why. I commented that through YouTube, so maybe that's why you can't.
Oof, can you hear that?
No.
That's like a whole bunch of thunder. Like the house is like rattling. There was actually a break in piano, so you could have heard it. All right, well, I'll have to go back and look at it. Is it cute? You can say no if it's not, and I won't.
Yeah, you can say no. You can tell me it's like the ugliest pattern you've ever seen.
Exactly, and then she'll kick you out of the chat.
Yeah.
I don't know if she can, though.
I don't think I can. You have to.
Well, I could. It said my options where I could show it, or I could put user in a timeout, or ban you.
Timeout.
So I was like, that's aggressive.
Timeout is.
Considering she's my guest. All right, let's see. How... It doesn't even show my video in my feed. Please hold.
Yeah, there's like a couple of like small, like this one's a Jellycat one, but it doesn't really look like a sourdough loaf to me.
And like, funnily enough too, when I was looking, I was like, I guess I could do like, instead of a bagel, I could do a donut because it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But I was like, but that's not really that cute. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they're pretty basic shapes. You could probably freehand it.
Yeah. Well, then I'm curious to get your opinions while you're here. So, I made, you know, this guy with a little book, and I crocheted the book. But then I made this guy, and I 3D printed a little book.
Oh my god.
What do we think? Which one should I, like, I could crochet the books going forward, or I could 3D print them. I could make it a little bit bigger.
How long does it take to do both? Like, how long?
The 3D printing, I press go, and then I go check on it in 30 minutes. If that, maybe 15. And then this one, probably takes me 15 minutes too.
Oh, that's not
But
bad.
like it's 15 active minutes versus me pressing a button.
Right, yeah. Could you do like a mix of both? Maybe? I don't
Like
know.
some of them do crocheted, some of them do
Yeah.
printed. I could. Yeah. I mean, this pattern had the instructions for the book, so I just did it. This one showed books that they bought on like Amazon, like tiny little dollhouse books. So I was like, well, I'll 3D print this. And then I did this pattern last night and I was like, oh, well, let me try the book part of it. So, which book, Krista? Yeah. And that's the thing. Like this guy definitely took a lot longer than I thought it would, and it eats up yarn. And it's fantastic, and I love it, and it sits so perfectly. The hooded one, even more so, but that one really takes longer
Really?
because just like the way the hood's done, I was kind of surprised. It wasn't bad, but I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like I didn't picture it like that, but it definitely was like, okay, that's gonna take me a minute. Um, Hold on, I'll get it for comparison. Because it's basically a whole nother piece. Um, so like you do this essentially, and then you do a hood on top of that. And then you have to either sew or crochet in the round for the hood. I
Interesting.
didn't had a live. I'm having a live April. um, so it takes a long time, but like absolutely worth it. And I love that it just looks like this like hollow space, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
actually
really
just like
cute.
a ball head. So, it's like, hey. Um, so yeah, and instead of the lantern, I was like, I'm just gonna give him a book too, because these are shelf things. And this one, it's a fake hood. So it doesn't take long. But I did them in Naughty Pony yarn, and that's why they're so luscious. So yeah. Yeah, it's such a cool ghost. I love it.
Yeah, I applied for the tester call, but I cannot buy patterns. I'm drowning in patterns at the moment.
I mean, yeah, maybe I will do a little bit bigger book, Consuelo. I know. I applied for the tester call and I didn't get into that one either. Though I think I had just done a tester call for them, so I couldn't really be like too upset about it. When I was looking at their patterns, I was like, oh yeah, I just did one of those. This thunder is wild, y'all. If you could hear it.
Yeah, the storms here have been crazy over the last like week or so.
There isn't any like lightning yet, but it's just very like long rumbles. Was it when she was going off on the
I was like, when I was editing, I was like, this is either going to go really well or it's going to go really bad. And I was like, I don't care either way. I'm getting
I
this.
mean, I'm so tired of it. So I posted that reel that I think the Crochet Carpenter put together about the like drop ship crochet vendors at markets.
Oh, yeah.
And I had so many local crocheters messaging me like, yep, and you know that like they're at the store that you're at and they're at this other store in our area. And I was like, I know, but like I don't know how to tell those store owners because apparently the big market organizer in the area it's been brought up to them multiple times, and someone messaged me and was like, yeah, we complained about it at the big holiday event that happened last year because they had a huge booth. Also, there was like 10 crocheters at this event where there should have been 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that I'm fairly certain that they supplement with dropship. because I know they're crocheting some things, and they have like on their Instagram videos of them crocheting. But some of the stuff they have in there is definitely like sus.
Well, I told you about the one that I ran into, that I've never personally run into her before, and I'd never seen her online. And I went over to like chat with her after we got set up at a
The
market.
one that was like kitty corner?
No, this was the one where we showed up at almost the same time, and they put her next to me, and she saw that I was crochet.
Yes.
And she went out of her way and got herself moved, which I really
That was a
appreciate.
few markets ago though, right?
Yeah, it was back in like April or May. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
But she had the junky keychains.
Yep.
But she also had her own stuff. So she had stuff that she had made, and that's how she had gotten into it. And I was like looking around, and she was like, yeah, I make all of the stuff with the plush yarn, and all of the stuff with the acrylic yarn is made by my college roommate that moved to Turkey. And I was like, okay, sure. I was
Consuelo Dropship is basically like the Temu sellers, or
Yeah.
you know, buying it like mass produced overseas.
Factory crochet.
So yeah, that one place that has like a big presence in the mall kind of near us, apparently they have 2 booth sizes, like the center booth in the mall. They have 2 of those like side by side, full of crochet. And they actually just posted on their stories that they are hiring for more people to help man the booth because they're just so busy. But they have been doing this like event with one of the big organizers, and they keep showing up with their stuff, and like we can't compete against that. And Chester and Pearl, I think her mom's name is Phyllis. I had told her that like I think that it's mass produced or whatever. And she was like, I'll find out for you. I love doing this stuff. So she went over to them because they were right next to Chester and Pearl. And they were like making her mad because they were trying to attach their tent to hers without asking for it because their tent was broken.
Oh my gosh. No.
And she was like, no, don't break my tent. So her mom was like, so, you make all this? And they're like, oh, our family overseas helps us.
Yeah. There's definitely some on Palm Street. Like
100%. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know my grandmother sent me a picture. This was like a long, long time ago. And she sent me a picture of one of those like mall kiosks that had all of the acrylic flowers for like $6. And she was like, look, they make crochet too. And I didn't have the heart. I was like, yeah, it looks really great.
Yeah, so that's what's at that storefront too. And like they have the flowers, and they have buckets and buckets of them, of the flowers. And that's not the only place that they have stuff. They have it at 2 other store locations by that other event organizer. They have some storefronts. And then they have the emotional support things, but it's not like they have an emotional support, 4 items of it. It's like 30 different things.
Yep.
That are emotional support, like banana, potato, frog.
That's who was diagonal for me at this last market. But I don't think they sold a single one, so that was pretty satisfying.
That is really nice.
But
yeah,
it's very annoying.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. I couldn't believe though that person said to you that like we don't buy the factory produced stuff, and you're like, excuse me, I make this.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. That really threw me off. And she was like, oh, I guess that's a compliment because it looks so good. And I was like, girl, that's not a compliment.
Yeah.
Because most of that Temu stuff does not look good. So I was like, well, all right.
Yeah. What is this start thing? Okay, sorry. I'm just looking at this in the background.
I agree about they shouldn't be allowed at certain events, but I think people get away with it because they supplement it with other products. So the one that was like across from me at this last market, they had like a single table with the craft crochet, and then the rest of their booth was full of like the phone keychains and like printed tumblers, which I'm sure they probably also bought from Temu, because I'm pretty sure you can get them on there. I've never personally looked, but so I think a lot of them, and I don't think this was necessarily a craft show, like specific, like only handmade, because there was a lot of like clothing boutiques and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that is how people get away with bringing that craft to shows, is they never actually show real pictures of it, except for maybe in like a booth setup, so you can't really see what it is. Mm-hmm. It's very annoying. Either way.
Very. Yeah, 100%, Jen. Like, and that's the thing too, when you show up and you know that you're going to an event with a market organizer who's very picky or strategic about how they're selecting vendors, and then you see a vendor there that's like one thing, but then they have like a little side table of crochet, and you're like, were you approved for that? Or like, did you just like bring it in and we're like, I'll have it out unless someone calls me out on it.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I mean, maybe people get mad at me for having stickers. I love my stickers.
Crochet with 3D printed. Crochet with rocks? That's it. Like, I hope they were like painted rocks, not just like rocks. Can you?
They're just like scrounging around right before the event.
Just pick them up in the parking
Local
lot.
Yeah, and I only do the 3D printed with my dragon eggs and sushi, and let's be honest, when's the last time I made any of those things? Because my list is too long. But I need to. I love my stickers too. They crack me up. It's just like the little things I need to get me by. And then also when I'm having a really bad market, but at least like people are buying stickers, I'm like, fine, pay for my booth and stickers. Like tiger stuff. Oh,
like crystals and stuff. Gotcha.
yeah. I don't know enough about stones either to know like what to be looking for and calling out. Because that's like a big thing too on, hey Nancy, Palm Street.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people on Palm Street that sell crystals.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, if someone has one, it's like, this one, it promotes happiness and healing. I'm like, yeah, sure, okay.
Oh, I got my brother a rose quartz crystal to put in his house for love, and he found his girlfriend 2 weeks later. So,
oh,
I'm not gonna say I manifested it, but
I mean,
and she's book obsessed. We're basically the same person. I was joking while we were on vacation that he's dating his older sister.
so you're also trying to end the relationship, apparently. He's like, now that you mention it.
Yeah, he was like FaceTiming her one night, and I have never actually like met her in person, but I took his phone and she was like showing me around her apartment, all of her bookshelves, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to read that. Like,
I feel the same, April. And like, I do try to draw, and I've done like classes and stuff like virtually. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like this looks so good. And then I find it again like 6 months later. I'm like, oh my gosh, what on earth? Just
I do a lot of digital drawing.
Yeah. I did get like some little art books of like how to draw kawaii characters and chibi drawings and whatever. I'm like, maybe I'll try that. But again, I'm also like just so critical of myself. So what's everyone reading? I just started my reread of The Night and the Moth to get ready for The Knave and the Moon next week. Knave and the Moon? The Knave and the something. Is it Moon? Yeah.
I'm reading the second book in the Rhapsodic series.
I feel like I read one
Is
of
it
those books.
Laura Thalassa, I think is the author.
I can picture it. It's like a wing on the first one, right?
Yeah.
Like a wing-looking thing,
It's
yeah.
very like dark gothic looking.
Oh, maybe I didn't read it. Finally started The Night and the Moth. Good job. Did you get tickets to the author event? Because I sent that to our group text and no one replied. And I was like, you all have horrible taste if you're not even considering this. Hello, InStyle Chica. Ooh, I've never heard of a bargain with a Darkseer. My husband is still on book 1 of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I don't know if I'm even going to bother with, I'm sure I'll read it at some point, that series, but like my list is just too long.
I'm also in the middle of Rites of the Starling too, so, you know.
Of which one?
Rites of the Starling.
Oh my gosh. The second book was so good.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. I got it from that bookstore that I visited while we were on vacation.
Yeah, I have so much that is going to be on my list soon. And I'm like signed up to all these author events. I don't know who I think I am that I can read these books in time. One of them, I was like, oh, I like that author. And so I bought a ticket for the event. And my friends were like, oh, it's like a trilogy and this is the 3rd book in it. I was like, is it? I did that with another book. We went to the author event and it was like the 14th book in a series. And there's a TV show about it. I was like, oh. Oops.
That's funny.
I'm very guilty of picking books by covers.
Oh, me too, for sure. I cannot tell you the number of times I've brought a book home and then realized that it's the 2nd or 3rd book, and I'm like, well, crap.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go buy more books.
Another chicken.
I feel like sometimes my brain does it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have an excuse. I feel like
I almost bought a book from that little bookstore that I go to because it had like the prettiest cover or whatever. I was like, no, you don't need it. And then I came home and I realized I had that book. This was just the UK edition, so it had like a fancy cover.
yes.
And of course I hadn't read the book because
Of course not.
I would recommend The Night and the Moth. Okay, but wait, what are you into? So it's like a gothic romantasy, but it's more fantasy than romantasy even. Like it's not the usual romantasy. Does that make sense? Like I feel like I was reading something about people who complain about Rachel Gillig saying they don't like her work because they want more romance, but she's more of a fantasy author that has like a little bit of the romance. If you would like to be wrecked forever with a book that is phenomenal but is very dark, many trigger warnings, NSFW, The Crown Me Dead, duology. Did you finish it, April? I meant to ask. The Heartstring series. The first book's Crown Me Dead, and I think the second book is Crown Me Yours. And then the other book I was talking about is The Night and the Moth, and the second book is coming out next week on Tuesday, to be exact. I don't know what
my bank account is in so much trouble this fall, truly.
Girl.
It's like, all I know is I better be in a new house by the time all of this is coming out, because otherwise I'm going to have no bookshelves to put books on.
The recorder is starting. Oh, ace. I didn't know that. Okay, so here. This is my 2025 book of the year that I loved so much. I haven't even taken it out of the shrink wrap yet because I got like the special fancy edition. Oh my gosh, right? Broke. And then this is the one that April and I are talking about at the moment, the duology. So dark and amazing. But very dark. Very. And it's not a fancy edge or anything, but they just got traditionally published because the books were so good. So, just saying. Yeah, and the tickets for the event for The Night and the Moth, the sequel. Well, so it comes with a book. I do not know what like edition of the book it's going to be, if it's going to be like a plain old edition or if it's going to be any of like the fancy ones, because they're showing all the fancy ones now online. And so I'm like, oh, what happens if it's a boring one? Bye, Krista. So dark, April, you're basically a book talker. Can you give more on the dark description? It's
Do you mean like dark romance or
yeah, but like trigger warnings, like there's a lot of stuff about like yeah, like rotting maggots, like things like
so like
that.
gory type?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, I guess not a little bit. Hey. But like in the context of the story, it serves a greater purpose. But it could be a little gross. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. But it's so good.
Yeah, I think those kinds of books kind of take a special type of person.
Well, so I read those books and I was like, I'm obsessed with this author. Like, they surely can do no wrong. I must read everything they've ever written because this was the most incredible thing I've read this year so far. And so I went and read one of her previous book series and was like, what in the fresh heck am I reading? And I did not use heck as my descriptor. I almost threw the second book across the room, but it was on my Kindle. So, which, side note, April, did you read The Court of Ravens duet? Because, I'm sorry, what? What
I
happened in
also
that
feel like
novel?
there's also a lot of different levels of dark romance too, because something that's dark for some may not be dark for others.
Yeah.
I always use that descriptor very lightly because I'm like, take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah, and that's also why I couldn't actually be like a book talker or anything. You need to, April, because I don't know how to describe the things. And I actually don't really read contemporary romance. I like to live in my fantasy world of.
I literally will read anything.
I got this book in the space of a second or something. It had a really cool cover, really cool sprayed edges. It's time travel. I hate it. I hate it so much. And like, it's torture trying to finish it, but I will finish it because I bought the physical book.
No, while I was on vacation, I read The Canopy Keepers, I think it was called. I hated every second of it, but I was like, yeah, it's like I've got to finish this book, and then I'm gonna move on with my life.
Yeah. Yeah, contemporary, I'm like, I'm living in the real world right now. I need to escape that. That's the whole point. Like, I need a dragon. I need some unicorns. Mermaids. I don't know. Did you say you're doing the pattern test for that?
For this, no.
Oh.
Man, if I got chosen by her to do a pattern test, I'd probably pass out.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that mini dragon she's coming out with, though.
Is she?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised when I saw her post about it because I feel like recently she mentioned she was trying to work out
The like Land
a
Before
book
Time stuff,
deal.
right?
No, it was a book deal for the How to Train Your Dragon stuff.
Oh, I thought you were trying to do that for Land Before Time.
I maybe I'm incorrect.
Oh my God, the dragon! I thought it was a dinosaur. I was like, it's a dragon testicle? Just kidding. Yeah, it is a dragon.
I think it was for the How to Train Your Dragon stuff, but I could be wrong because now that I'm thinking about it, the mini one that she just posted about recently is like a mini version of one of the How to Train Your Dragons that she's created.
Oh.
I sewed this guy's head on crooked, but it's kind of giving it like a
derpy, like
a derpy
head. I like
that.
that.
I know, aren't they? I'm always like, my jaw hits the floor every time she posts a new design. I'm just like, girl, it's incredible. I'll tell you, the construction of this is insane.
Yeah.
It's like
I love that yarn.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
We are talking about KP Creations.
Yeah, it's like KP_crochet creations Kendall.
Yeah, her makes her How to Train Her Dragon ones, her Land Before Time ones.
The Land Before Time was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it really was. Look at that empty shelf. What?
Gosh, I'm so impressed.
It's a trick. I haven't gone through the last thing yet. I'm hoping, if anything, I get one shelf out of this, which will still not be enough to hold all of my new yarn coming in.
What's the best way to organize?
Gee.
You are asking the wrong people.
We're not laughing at you, Dee. We're laughing with you. I literally I'm trying to purge some yarns to make room for more yarn. And in the meantime, have to stop buying yarn.
The only thing I really try to stick by is keeping the brands together. That's really all I try to do because
unless they're interchangeable brands.
I try to do it by color, and I tried to do like the cool rainbow shelf, and it just never lasts long because you pull one out and then you can't get it back into where it's supposed to go. So then I just put it on top. So I kind of gave up on that pipe dream, and now I just try to keep the brands together as best as I can.
Mm-hmm. I mix and mingle my Elite Veludo and Parfait Basics chenille. So I do the same, except those are intertwined. I did go nuts on the new Premier.
I did too. I got 64 skeins of it.
I don't know that I bought that many of it, but I can tell you that
I got 4 of each. Okay, I didn't buy all of the colors because I just knew there were some that I'm never going to use. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I really should have gotten the orange because I make foxes all the time. So that was kind of a missed opportunity. But I got like 5 or 6 of the new tie-dye colors. And I got 4 of each. And then I got, I think, 3 or 4 of the, what's the other one? The
graffiti.
Yes, I got 2 each of like a few different skeins.
Or not graffiti, Fiesta.
Oh,
I got one of everything. But then I got 2 of the Fiesta light blue multi, 3 of the chocolate, 3 of the seal, 3 of the sage. Of the chenille tie-dye, I got 1 of each, but I got 3 of the light blue, seaside, mint, kiwi, banana, tangerine, and grape. Oh, and marshmallow. But I got because she's here, the banana because of Craft of Destiny, because I wanted to make more corn dogs. But I normally make corn dogs in Bernat, and I was like, no, I want to make it in this new magical soft yarn. The sale, so there's only a sale for Premier Parfait Chunky, and then whatever the weekly sale is. The new stuff is not on sale.
No, it's not.
They did give us a coupon code at the premiere event.
Of course they did. If they have it again next year, I'm going. So prepare yourself.
It was 100% worth it.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, it was 100% worth it. And then I did get some of the graffitis because I'd never gotten a graffiti until the event, and then I got some. So it looks like all of the new tie-dye colors are in stock still, and the Fiesta.
I think they've kind of learned that they need to like over prepare because crochet people go hard for
all of the Fiesta is still in stock. I think that they probably knew too that the 3 like natural looking ones were going to be heavy hitters, because even the way they advertised them, I think in one of the like slide through things, it had them separate. So yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. And I mean, the good thing, like, it's still obviously the travel and all of it that goes into it, but Charlotte's like a major hub for flights, so you could probably get some reasonable flights. I was shocked at how many people came in from out of town for it. And then also, like, a lot of people drove. There were a lot of people that drove from Florida. We were hanging out with someone that drove from New Jersey.
I would probably drive, honestly. I don't
think so.
Make it a little road trip. It could be fun.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Colleen. Yeah, I love I've got.
Yeah, I got those colors. I did get those colors. I can't remember what other colors I got. I guess I could pull it up, but.
I used this one on a sleeping dragon for the wings, and it was so pretty and so soft. And then this one, when I get the rest of it, I want to make some cats. I want to make that soup belly puppy in the gray.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be so cute.
That would be adorable.
So yeah, I have a lot I want to make. I need to make some gargoyles.
Okay.
So what else is going on? Who has markets this weekend?
Help me decide really quick.
Yep.
So I need to make the Stegosaurus spikes. Do I do single tone and match the toes and just do solid black? Because this yarn is already super busy. Or do I go with like this mint green color?
I like the mint green.
Do I do it two-toned and border it with the black?
I think because it's busy, I would just do the green to help like mellow it out a little. But that's just me.
You know, I thought I had like a really nice dark teal that like matches this, but I can't find it. It's probably buried in the stupid boxes back here.
Yeah.
See, I'm in. Everybody.
Yeah, we got 2 votes for the mint green. I could probably do an actual poll, but that's going to require things I don't know how to do.
I don't know how far the drive would be for me, honestly, to Charlotte. I don't think it's that bad.
If it's not that bad, then you should just keep going an extra 2 hours. Or I could meet you in Charlotte.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google
it. Of course you did, Jen. Hold on. There we go.
Oh my god. I always like overhaul something right before market.
What convention are you doing, Destiny?
6 hours. It's only a 6-hour drive.
That's not bad at all. I would 100% come meet up with you in Charlotte. Oh my gosh, next weekend, April? Mm. This is like your big con, right?
I'm living vicariously through everybody. I wish I had more markets, but I got waitlisted.
Well, I mean, the problem out here is fall is our like hurricane season, so you never really know what you're gonna get. Well, I'm excited for it. I was watching your inventory video today. I can't remember if I commented or not. I commented in my head, but it was also while I was going through all the yarn.
I do that all the time, and I'm like having a running conversation in my head while I'm watching a video, and like, and then it goes to the next one because I usually cue it so I don't have to keep clicking, and I forget to actually do anything.
Okay, but for those who have YouTubes, when you're editing your videos, do you ever like make faces at yourself while you're editing where you're like,
Yeah. And I always have like this internal debate on whether or not I should keep it in. Yeah.
Yeah, I was editing a video today and I was like, girl, fix your face, like to myself as I was making the face watching my video. So, yeah. What's your big one? Also, isn't there like a giant Renaissance festival in, is it Pleasanton or where is it? Pleasanton's not close to you, but April, I feel like there are some really big themed things in your area.
That's the one thing I wish we had more of. I really wish we had more themed markets here. We do have strawberry festivals here, but that's basically it.
Yeah. The we have theme things, but one problem is the major organizer that puts them together. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Hollister. Yeah. The major organizer that puts them together was embroiled in a big scandal last year, and so many of us are boycotting them. And they do a lot of the kind of like city ones. Not that they accepted me to their markets anyways, but still. But yeah, we do have a lot of like bluegrass festivals and stuff like that. There's a big one in September.
That's kind of fun. The strawberry festivals here are usually held at like a farm that grows strawberries, and a lot of times they'll host it during like their busiest season or whatever, and you can go and like pick your own strawberries, and then they'll have like craft show to go with it, and they'll have a bunch of food and stuff like that, but they're not all like that. Sometimes it's just like, hey, everybody come and sell your strawberry flavored and strawberry themed stuff. It's just like,
I was gonna say we had the Gilroy Garlic Festival, and they had like garlic ice cream.
Well, that's like Shannon at Case and Crochet had an asparagus festival.
I know, and it rained.
Yeah. But she was like, yeah, we get asparagus ice cream. And I'm just like, ooh, asparagus ice cream.
Right?
That's questionable.
I've heard that the garlic ice cream at the Gilroy Garlic Festival is actually good. I never in all of my life living in that vicinity went to it. But like on a hot day, you could smell the garlic from like cities away. What gives you anxiety about it? I love bluegrass. I would love to like
a whirligig festival. Oh my God! Stop.
Oh yeah, I have seen the Whirligig Festival stuff.
I'm just picturing a bunch of like turtles with the spinner hats on, you know?
Yeah, they have like I feel like they have a lot of like art displays of the Whirligigs like in the city regularly.
That's so fun.
Oh, it's had an incident. Interesting. Um, yeah, when I grew up, like I felt like Gilroy was so far away, but I was over closer to San Francisco. And then when we moved to San Jose, everyone was moving out to Gilroy and Morgan Hill. I feel like I'm making up that name, but it sounds right. Um, because it was just so expensive to live in the Bay Area. So then it was like, oh, it's actually like 30 minutes just to get to Gilroy. But then we moved. I know. I wish I could do conventions, but GalaxyCon, it sounds like it's a horrible organization. And they also wouldn't let me into the Raleigh one if I begged and pleaded, and I have. Um, so I'm not doing them anyways. And then all the rest of them, like you just have to travel for them, and I don't know how far I'd want to travel for stuff. Yeah, a multi-day downtown Raleigh market does sound kind of awful. There's that like big bluegrass event in like the mountains over here that like Steep Canyon Rangers was going to be a guest at, and like Steve Martin was going to go to one of the days for it. I wanted so bad to just go to that festival just to be an attendee. But I I can't prepare myself fast enough to like buy the tickets when they go on sale and fight for my life there.
$1,300 is insane, actually.
I heard that one was crazy. Um, I am April. I'm thinking of trying to get a ticket to a Polycon. Not to vent, but just to attend. I don't know if that's crazy to do, but I'm already going to be playing the lotto that day for buying my Hobonichi. Yeah, being outside of Houston. So I was at the coffee shop yesterday, and I had my little like Sula bag with my yarn, and sipping on my little coffee. I had my Hobonichi planner sticking out of it. Yes, April, if you want to join the cutthroat pool of people trying to get a ticket to a Polycon, please join me. You can share a room. But these two ladies were having coffee together next to me, and they were getting up to leave, and the lady was like, how do you like your Sula bag? And I was like, I love it. Like, I use it. She's like, and I see you have a Hobonichi. And I was like, excuse me? Like, it wasn't in, I mean, it was in a Hobonichi case, but like one of the designs from last year. And if you know those journals, there's maybe like a dozen different designs. And this was like a very specific, like fabric one. But for her to like call out that that was that, I was like, ma'am. She said, so are you going to shop the launch? I was like, yeah. And then we just got in this whole side tangent about journals and what website we're going to shop for it, because it's a Japanese company. And so it goes live at 9 a.m. Japan time. And because of all the tariffs and other shenanigans, it's ridiculously expensive to get it now from Japan. So people are getting them from different retailers in the US. But it is like the Hunger Games.
I'm like a wannabe journal keeper. I like buy these really nice journals and then I use it for like 3 weeks and then I just stop.
Um, I'm pretty good about it. I don't go as all in as I would like to. Like I see different ways that people are tracking things and I'm like, oh, I really want to do that. But
yeah, I tried bullet journals for the longest time, and I would literally set up the entire bullet journal and I would use it solid for like a month and a half or 2 months. And then something would happen and I would like leave it behind at like home or something when I went to work or whatever. And it would just end up sitting on like the coffee table for weeks. And then I would open it back up and I have missed like 2 months worth. And I'm just like, what in the world am I doing?
Oh, they're starting the recorder again.
And journaling can be like expensive.
Oh yeah.
So
it really can. I was looking at some of the prices of the various designs of Hobonichi and I was like, so I'm not getting that one. So I'm looking at the Hobonichi Cousin. I've used that before. That was the one I used the first year that I did it. But then I decided I needed to get the Cousin Avec, which is like the double journal notebook. So it gives you the first 6 months of the year and the second 6 months. And that was too much to keep track of because I just want one book. And then this past year, I did 2 weeks because at one point it was going to be my daily life work weeks and my craft business weeks. And then those became one and the same. In which case I needed to just have one and have it be bigger because I have too much to document. So that's why I'm just going back to the Cousin. I don't throw away my to-do lists. I make them and I cross some things off and then I rewrite it with the previous things that didn't get finished and then I add on to it and it's just like a never-ending cycle.
I love crossing off a to-do list.
Oh God, I love it. You should go to a Polycon Tabs.
Oh, should I?
You should. There are a whole bunch of authors that are going to be there that we've talked about.
See, I feel like that's just asking me to spend so much money.
What are you drinking?
Lemonade.
I was going to say it looks like lemon juice, but
it's like it's Trader Joe's lemonade, like their organic whatever. It's like my favorite right now. I'm obsessed with it.
I apologize to anyone who can hear the recorder going on in the background.
Oh, we can definitely hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I can too. So imagine how loud it is here.
Okay,
you all just get to suffer with me. Yeah, fantasy romance land, exactly.
See, that's my like I can't remember where I saw it. I want to say it was on Instagram, and it was a Bookstagram account that posted, and it was like one of those videos like, my name is blah blah blah, and I'm gonna spend X amount of money today at this.
Oh yeah.
Go through like 6 people, and then they revisit at the end.
Was it YGG Threads?
No, I don't remember. I didn't recognize the username because I would have.
She did it because she went to one of those.
And I'm just like, I would be the one and be like, I'm going to spend $250 today. And I'd walk out with like $1,000 worth of books or something stupid.
That was me at Stationery Fest.
I mean, like, I'm delusional when it comes to that kind of stuff. So,
yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah, but like, part of me though, I'd want to go and like bring the books I already own to have the authors that I like sign them. So it's not necessarily buying new books.
But it is though, because you know you're going to.
But like, I don't like to buy a book I already own.
See, if I love a book enough, I will buy, like, I'll have the regular copy, and then I usually try to find like a nice copy of it too.
It would have to be a pretty spectacular copy for me to do that. And I'm not saying that that would not be a thing, but for me to have a duplicate, like I could see myself doing
27 books.
I was just looking at that. I could see myself getting like the Crown Me Dead series if they had it. But
all
like,
I'm picturing is somebody with a 27 stack book in their arms just walking
well,
around.
also because a lot of times they ban like having a cart or something, so you're just holding all of that. Oh, we're doing Oh Susanna. Kind of reminds me of Big Thunder Mountain.
And I recently started purging books because, moving. And I was like, if I'm never going to read this book again and I didn't really like it that much, I'm just like going to sacrifice it to the wolves.
Wait, so you brought 20-ish books and then you bought 27 more?
Wait, hold on.
I'm not judging, but I'm a little bit. And it's more like
40
admiration.
books.
But no, like some of them say you cannot bring a cart. Like that would be kind of like the hill I would die on at Target. If like when you go in there and you're like, I don't need a cart, I don't need a basket. And then that's how I get at Trader Joe's. Oh my gosh. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm just going to grab this.
So dangerous. Every time I go
then
find something new that I want to try, I'm like, I'm just going in for a sandwich. And then I walk out with 70 items.
Yeah, my friend was telling me today that they have a dupe for, what's that drink? The pink drink with like Trader Joe's ingredients. I was going to say, is something on your nose?
Hazard of being a crafter.
I mean, I really just carry around all of my baggage, Jen, so and there's a lot of that. My personal trauma. Oh. I will say starting The Night and the Moth again and Bartholomew. I'm still on.
Oh, good. I'm back. Yeah. Hello.
And Jen's in here.
Oh, hi, Miss Jen. I shall wait until she types hello.
Please type it quickly, Jen.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too. Oh, see, she said it. Yay!
Hi, Miss Jen. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
I'm just.
Okay, stop. Stop.
I love you.
Love you too. Bye. Go away.
Tell me before you're streaming so I can come back to taunt you. Wait, I can just watch it.
Leave.
Love you.
Love you.
Oh, girl, you better run.
Got Rosie.
She just got a piece of sandwich bread.
She's like a pigeon.
Where'd she go? You can't see her. She's on her hair on the floor. Are you not gonna go sit? Who raised you?
That was the most anticlimactic storm that we had. Yeah, I'm trying to appreciate how snuggly he is, but also like, don't touch me. I'm just tired of being touched.
So it's like too much physical contact. Gotta chill out.
My husband was out last night, actually, at Jen's house with her husband. They were hanging out at the pool, and I got the boys to bed, and I was like, now I can like sit alone in peace. And Gizmo was like, oh, hey.
Now it's my turn.
So what are you doing? Welcome back, Christine. Oh, yeah, he was.
A fantasy football.
I love how all of these people doing fantasy football don't actually like remember that they have fantasy football until a Newton is around, and then all of a sudden the most unsporty of people is present for it.
I won March Madness at my office the first year I participated. Knew absolutely nothing about basketball. I just randomly picked and I won.
I did fantasy football once because my friend convinced me, and I think my team was named like the Mermen or something. I don't even know. And I got like second or third place. And that was with not realizing players when they got benched in real life, like you should pull them out. And so my friend was like, why didn't you pull this person off of the thing? I was like, why would I? And she's like, because they didn't play this week. I'm like, I don't know this stuff.
That's hilarious.
How on earth would I know that?
Pick based on vibes. That's what I do. I always, if I participate in stuff like that, I'm always picking based off of vibes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, their team colors are pretty.
Exactly. What are you doing for dinner tonight? I need some ideas.
Me, I have no idea, honestly.
That's no help. What's everyone eating for dinner tonight?
I had seafood pasta. Well, we went and looked at those two houses yesterday, and I drowned afterwards. I was about to have a crash out over the whole process. Mm-hmm. So I went and drowned myself in lemon butter crab claws and seafood pasta.
That sounds amazing.
The cutest animal. That is totally valid, honestly.
Mm-hmm. So what's going on with the house stuff? So for those who don't know, and is it okay if I share?
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. Her house is sold. Yay.
Yeah, I don't think I've said anything. I'm like 2 weeks ahead on my YouTube filming, which is like
What's
a miracle feat. And you know what, Christine? I have another video coming out tomorrow, a bonus video. Who the heck am I?
You guys, something's happened to Tabs. She has been replaced.
I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so
what can I do with these clothes in the dryer?
Which clothes?
In the dryer.
I don't have clothes in the dryer. I think they're towels, aren't they?
I just put the towels on. Is this not
okay, well, I'll fill in the details for her. So Miss like over prepared, who
I did,
apparently
but to dry.
So far ahead on their YouTube videos. Their house went up for sale and her house has sold, but she has not found a house that she likes yet. So there's that problem. But she did the hardest part.
Yeah. But yeah, and I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm trying not to get swept up in like, we need to find somewhere to live, you know, like the panic. But I'm so stressed out about it. And we're in the process like of selling our house. We're at the point where we're like negotiating repairs and stuff after the home inspection.
The worst.
It's like the worst because they're asking for the most unreasonable things. And I'm getting the impression that the people buying our house are not very handy because they're asking for things and basically saying that they're a safety hazard. Like a good example is our garage door from the outside. I think the previous owner backed into the door, so it's dented on one of the panels. And they're asking us to repair it because it's a safety hazard. And I'm like, that's cosmetic, and I'm not paying to have that replaced.
Who's it a safety hazard for?
Your eyeballs?
But also, like, their realtor should kind of help, like, level set expectations.
I know. That's what I'm like. And our listing agent is very familiar with their buyer agent. Like, he's like, I've done deals with her before, and usually her clients are like the real deal. They're not going to mess around, but they messing around. But it's just like stupid stuff like that, like trim the bushes in the front yard back from the house. I'm like, okay, it'll take me 2 seconds to do that, but they were like, please ask a landscaper to do it properly. And I'm like, no, I'm going to go out there and shear the crap out of those. I'm sorry.
Right? I can be a landscaper for the day.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's just like stupid stuff like that. Yeah, definitely. They're definitely pickle and diming me.
dill pickles or
No, what's the garbage pickles that nobody likes?
I don't know. I don't eat pickles.
But no, it's just been very stressful, and no, we do not have an in-between place to live at the moment. We don't have family that lives here that we could stay with. So we're not really sure what we're going to end up doing.
Yeah.
So it's been a little bit stressful. We were in the car yesterday on the way home, and I almost had like a complete mental breakdown while driving. And I was like, can we just change the subject? Like, and I'm over here like crying. It's like, let's just change the subject, please, because I need. So it's just been very stressful. And I come back to and like I felt so bad because my mom, I was texting them about it yesterday, and it was like, oh, we went to look at 2 more houses and they were both a bust again. And my poor real estate agent, I feel so bad for him because I know he rolls his eyes whenever my name pops up on his phone. I mean, he's been great. He hasn't complained at all, obviously, but I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry. I had to remove that real quick because I was like, it could be a random one for people to come in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they definitely own a house. Because they had a contingency, but they closed last Tuesday or the Tuesday before that. And I think they're in a rental until the end of September.
90 days. Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know. I called because we got another counter offer on the repairs today, and I told my agent, I was like, this is the final thing. I was like, if they push for more than this, I'm gonna go back with the exact same thing, and they can take it or leave it and just walk away because I'm tired. And I told him too, I was like, previously when they first made the offer, we had made an offer on another house. So it was like the day before we went out of town, we made an offer on a house that we went to look at. The day after we left to go out of town, we got an offer on our house that we then countered, and then we came to an agreement and accepted it. So, and then we lost the house that we put an offer on because if anybody in here is familiar, and I think I talk about this in my YouTube video, maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
I know you have so many films that you haven't released yet. Like,
I know.
It's probably one of those.
Yeah, it's probably in the backlog. Sorry. You guys are hearing it first. They had an escalation clause, so they just kept on beating every offer that was being made. So it went for way over asking price, which we weren't willing to do. So it was fine. But like, I don't know. Every time we go to a new house, I'm just like, why the heck are we selling our house? We have a really nice house. It's big, it's open, it's renovated. We have almost a full acre of a fenced-in backyard for the dogs. I'm like, we are giving up a really nice house, and we can't even find anything that's nicer. I don't know.
Yeah, and these people are annoying the heck out of me.
Exactly. So I'm just like, we're now coming from the place like where previously we were like, let's just get the deal done. Let's get it sold. And we still want to do that because it puts us in a really good competitive position as buyers to not have a house to sell. So we do recognize that. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I'm no longer coming at this from we have to sell now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would like to sell right now, but I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars to fix things that are completely not necessary in order to sell my house because somebody else will come along because this is a nice house. And I'm not just saying that because it's my house.
Yeah.
And somebody will come along that's handier that can fix I don't know. It's just like so stupid.
Yeah. And I don't like to your point about if they ask for more demands too, being like, I mean, take it or leave it. Like,
I mean, originally, like there's some stuff that we need to have fixed, and I completely recognize that, and I've agreed to fix them, and that's not a problem at all.
Yeah.
But some of this stuff, I'm just like there's in our kitchen area where like the house, I mean, it was built in 2009. We're talking about like, what is that, 17 years? It's a 17-year-old house. Okay.
Yeah.
So where the house and all the materials have naturally like settled along the ceiling,
Yep.
there's like a hairline, like you can barely see, like you have to be standing underneath it, a hairline crack that's in between two panels of the ceiling board. And the inspector was like, ceiling is damaged and it's a safety hazard. So now the buyer is like, we want that fixed. And I'm like, okay, I'll get on a ladder and I'll spackle it and paint it. That's fine. But that's all you're getting. They were like, please have a licensed contractor that knows how to do drywall fix this. I'm like, absolutely. Like, I could say some swear words right now, but I'm not going to. I'm trying to be PG here. But I'm just like, y'all are being so insane.
Mm-hmm.
So insane.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so you probably bought it, like, I guess, 2009 was, like, the end of the housing, like, the market crash and all that. I say we had a little tequila. Yes. I could definitely go for.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly been crazy, but I do think that they are not handy, and they're more than likely going to have to pay to have people fix some of this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, that's what comes with having a new house, like a house. You have to fix stuff. We paid thousands of dollars to have our entire HVAC system replaced 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It just happens. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
If I could have replaced my AC units by myself, I would have. I probably would have electrocuted myself in the process, but it's just been... It's been a journey. Let's just put it that way. Out at the bottom. Yeah, that was really smart, honestly. I know a foreclosure just popped up on the market that looks like it's a really, really good deal, but I don't know if I have the stomach to buy a foreclosure that needs work on it right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Colleen, I did think that. I was kind of like, because we negotiated down, they clearly don't have cash. And I'm not saying anything bad about these. They seem like really lovely people. Because they were asking for a lot towards their closing costs. And they have like one of the low down payment loan types.
Mm-hmm.
So they obviously do not have cash, which is, I get it. But I am a little bit suspicious if they're trying to be unreasonable so that we fight back and they can walk away.
Yeah.
45K. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I do know that it'll all work out, but it's just like in the moment, it's just like we physically sell our house and close on the 15th of next month, which is less than 3 weeks away now.
Right.
So we've basically asked if they will allow us to stay until the end of September to try and give us a little bit more time. But we basically have a week to find a house to purchase. Otherwise, we are going to have to find a temporary rental. And I have 2 dogs. If you don't watch my channel, you probably don't know this, but I have a high energy German short hair that is 9 years old and acts like she's like 2. So she's still in her terrible 2 stage. And then I have the fluffy loaf over here that does nothing, but her sister's mean to her. So we have to keep them separate for the most part. And she's just so high energy. We definitely couldn't do an apartment. Like that is non-negotiable. And a lot of rentals around here don't allow pets, like dogs and stuff. And most of the rentals are long-term 12-month. It's extremely difficult around here to find a short-term rental. So, I don't know.
Hey, Denise.
Yeah, that's also a problem with renting. So, I don't know. It's just like, it's one of those situations where, like, I know deep down it'll be fine. It'll work out how it's supposed to work out and whatever.
Yeah.
But in the moment, I'm just like.
Are you also like, if it did fall through at this point, do you think you'd kind of just hang tight? Like knowing
No,
what you know now with the market?
no, I think I would put it back up on the market. I think I
Hey,
would just
Rosa.
let it
Oh,
ride.
hey,
It just
Denise.
happened.
Yeah.
But the thing with that too is like, if we look at a house and we saw that it was like, well, I don't know that you actually see if it's contingent or not.
Yeah.
I don't know that you see
Remember.
if a house goes contingent. I know you can see when it's sold, like as far as like the listing history, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can actually see contingencies on there, so it may not.
No, it just usually says under contract, right?
Yeah, but I meant like I don't know that it'll say like, oh, removed from, like the listing was removed and then it gets put back up again, because
It does. Yes.
yeah, because if I see a house that like appeared like it went under contract and then went back up, I'm sitting there like, okay, what's wrong with it? Like, was it
So that
financing?
happened with the house we're in.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We, I saw it come up and I was like, oh my gosh, I want this place. And I contacted our realtor and she was like, oh, like it's already off the market, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And then that was like on a Friday. And then on Monday, I got a notice saying like, house is back up. So I called the realtor and she was like, let me figure out what's going on. So yeah, the buyer had backed out because there was a death in the house.
Wait, is this where the story of James came through?
House Jim.
House James?
So we don't talk about him in the house though.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Please forgive me.
So that is how we got this house.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a viable reason to get out of buying a house. That's interesting.
Apparently, yeah. Jen knows all about House Jim.
That's so funny.
Which is crazy because our other friend, did you know this, Jen, that Reed's house is a similar situation? That, yeah, she got hers for a real good deal because of that. It's in our neighborhood.
That's so funny.
Apparently a thing. And yes, in the beginning when we first moved in, I like brought sage and all of that into the house because we had like flickering lights and things, but it turned out there was like a faulty wire.
Sure it was.
Which the inspector should have caught, but apparently wasn't doing as thorough of a job
Our
as yours is.
inspector is clocking. Oh my gosh, this is another thing that drove me crazy. So in the inspection report, because since they're requesting repairs, they have to supply us with the copy or whatever. So some of our, because it's so hot and humid here, some of our like plastic light switch covers have bent a little bit. But in his inspection report, he says the light switch is loose. And I'm like, dude, no, it's not.
Yeah, the things that our inspector called out and then did not, it's like, what on earth?
Like if a death is not disclosed, is that a
It
thing?
depends on the state, I think, whether or not you have to disclose it. Like here, you only have to disclose it if you ask.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
I just don't think I would ask. I think I would just let it go.
I would 100% ask.
Especially if it was like a grizzly.
Yeah.
Unalive.
Oh yeah. I mean, my realtor was like, "So you still interested?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so. Which will be fine."
That's so funny.
Yeah, seriously. The neighborhood that Jen's in, it's the one that we came from, and it's actually just right across the main road. And a house burned down in that neighborhood, and it turned out it was like all of these electrical issues with the wiring of the house. And that's apparently like common. I think you do have to disclose it there. But the thing is, though, a lot of times too, the real estate agents here will just not ask, because if they don't know, then they don't have to disclose it.
Yeah, that's one way to get out of things, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You tell your child. She can very quickly be uninvited.
That's so funny.
I also still have that sage, so.
That's incredible. Yeah, I don't know if you have to disclose that here or not. I guess we've just never looked at a house that had something happen.
Or thought to ask.
Yeah, I guess not. God, can you imagine looking, because we've looked at like 13 houses with our agent. Can you imagine going to every single one and being like, did somebody die here?
Well, also here, and I mean, it's probably better that way because I very much doubt that was a thing in California. There's a lot of like random cemeteries and stuff in North Carolina, like very old family cemeteries, kind of scattered throughout neighborhoods, in a backyard, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot move them.
Nope.
So they like build them around, they build all the houses and stuff around them. If you've seen Poltergeist, you would agree very much with that plan. But anyways, it's very weird here because you'll be like looking at houses and there'll be like 2 tombstones kind of in the backyard, and you're like, what's going on? So there's that.
Sounds like I don't need to move to North Carolina then.
I remember there's a house, like a new build community that we were looking at back when we first moved here. And I like looked in the backyard. I was like, is that a cemetery? They're like, oh yeah, it's just a really small family plot, but like, we can't move them. I was like, I mean, I don't want to, but I also don't know that I want that in my backyard because it's kind of scary.
Horrifying.
Yeah. So there's a lot of like random little cemeteries around here.
That's so funny.
When I go, back in the day, when I used to run, there is a cemetery in the state park that we would run through. And one day we were running and I was like, there is a cemetery here. Like we had to do a big mileage day. And so we took like a trail we don't normally go on. You are not allowed to bury pets in your yard here. It is illegal, but I am very sure people do it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that here.
You are?
Yeah, we are, yeah. Well, I think it might depend on if you're like in an HOA or not, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's a very common practice here.
What part are you confused about, Jen? Where's Lila? Yeah. Stop it.
Oh my God. With her sisters. Uh-oh. You might want to delete those comments. Oh my God.
Girl.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So if anyone's wondering. Yeah, I mean.
You've got like a whole pet cemetery back there.
I was gonna say.
What do y'all do?
I mean, if it's a fish. So I had all of my animals cremated, and like they're generally in like favorite spots. So like Fergal always hid under the bed. So Fergal's ashes are under the bed.
That's so cute. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one.
Simon, Toby, and Scotty are in my nightstand. Just because I wanted them to be by me. Hold on, I lost count. I actually had to like...
He's finished.
So cute.
I like the mint. That was a good choice.
I know. We were really good. Oh, I'm not a good person to ask, Colleen, because I really should be seeing a physical therapist or a doctor or something. But it's just a compression sleeve for carpal tunnel. But I think I also have the issue of like possibly tennis elbow from crocheting, and then my shoulder hurts a little bit. So I kind of go through the whole gamut of all the different braces. I also have like a sleeve that I wear sometimes. It's like a compression sleeve. So don't be like me. But I do find the compression glove does help. And they come in a pack of 2, and I have like 10 of them, and I constantly lose the right hand, which is the one that I need. So like right now, I'm actually just wearing the left hand on backwards. Which is kind of nice because it offers a little bit more compression because of that. I'm sure she is, Jen. But yeah, so my kids are both trying to campaign to get a mini pig, and I'd like them to know that I am not the holdout on that. It's actually Mr. Cupcake. But I don't know how Una would get along with a mini pig. My hand soreness is because I was working with Bernat Blanket like a fool. So mini pigs, you can keep them little. I was researching this. It's just most pig food is intended to get them big. So you just have to feed them a certain type of food that doesn't have all the hormones and stuff to like make bacon. And yes, they can be litter box trained. So I went to a mini pig cafe when I was in Japan. That's what started all this. And I realized how adorable they are and why I need one in my life. And then my kids decided they also needed one. But Mr. Cupcake is a stick in the mud. So I'm trying for an axolotl. That's like a lot of what happens in this house is I want something and then he says no, so I find a substitute.
I have a tank ready to go for an axolotl when we move. It's in my basement right now.
Yeah, the problem with the axolotls, you have to keep their things really clean, which I'm completely, I approve of. But because he doesn't want it, he's not going to be as receptive to cleaning it, even though we know he still would. That's how things happen in this house. Oh, he got stolen out of your backyard?
God,
we had a dog stolen out of our yard when we were kids.
That would be heartbreaking as a child.
Oh my gosh, devastating. And like we had 2 gates to get into the backyard. Like they very much knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. April's doing the research for us.
In the last 3 years. Good to know.
Which side note, girl, do you want... I don't know how long you want to be on here, but we're almost at 2 hours.
I know. I actually just saw that. I was like, holy cow. It doesn't feel like 2 hours. Gosh, that thing really took me that long. Yikes.
I mean, I spent about an hour starting and stopping this sleeping dragon, and then I moved on to a gargoyle, so... I do use a splint on my hand when I sleep at night. And whenever I get cocky and I'm like, I don't need to wear this, I'm fine, that's when it flares up again. And that's part of why I think my shoulder has been hurting recently, was because I went a couple of nights sleeping without the splint. So now I'm back to sleeping with it every night. Sorry, Tabs, what were you saying about how long you wanted to stay on?
Oh, I wasn't, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, my right side is the part that gives me grief. And honestly, I think it all started when I was convinced that I needed to switch to yarn under because I was like doing all this like weird stuff with my hand to like try and get it to do the right thing. I did tell Bob and Brad because they reached out to me to see if I wanted to try some other thing. And I was like, no, but let me know when you have like a shoulder massage that you want me to try. So, because they wanted me to do that eye mask one. And I was like, that's kind of hard to do with like crochet.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a whole
It
lot.
doesn't really work with my content. I'd like it to be relevant. I mean, I'm exhausted, but it was in Japan, but a different place. The capybara place, it was strange. It was in like a little house, in a residential neighborhood. It's like the thing that like goes on the back of a chair. But yes, they do. And then the mini pig place, they actually had a couple of mini pig places by this one mini pig cafe, brand, and it was amazing. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, it does like your upper back. It probably does make a difference too, and the fact that I do yarn over and not yarn under. I should try to do this way, but I'm always too much in a hurry. My mom actually crochets pencil hold.
I cannot.
I always think people look so fancy when they do it. Doesn't Crochet Grove do pencil?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
And anytime I see her doing it in her videos, I'm like, how on earth do you do that? Because like I will sit here and I've tried to do it before just to see just functionally how it works.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out. I feel like a toddler.
I feel like I could do it if I spent like a weekend solely concentrating on it, because that's what I did for knitting. I used to do English style and then I switched to continental, and I actually liked continental more after that. Um, but I don't have time to figure that out.
Yeah.
Because then I would have to figure out like, well, how do I do like a half double crochet and double crochet and all that stuff? And
Yeah, you almost have to like relearn how to do. Oh, I've seen a video of somebody doing one-handed crochet, and I was
one-handed crochet. How do you do that? How are you holding your yarn?
I don't know. They like I can't remember off the top of my head, but I was watching it. My brain hurt after watching it.
Well, even like with this, so I do yarn over, English is throwing. And like I think I hold my finger up too high for yarn under, because that's why like I was having issues with my shoulder because I have to like scoop it. And then I like tried to hold my yarn lower and like I just couldn't get my brain. You hold your project in one hand, do everything else with the other.
Interesting.
I need to see a picture of that.
Yeah.
Or a film, because I feel like that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm holding my project and then everything else.
Well, you're holding your yarn and your project with one hand, right? And then you're hooking the other.
That's what I point my finger
You
and
said
hold
project in
my
one hand and then everything else, including the yarn, in the other. Like your working yarn.
Interesting.
I don't know how that works, but
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to picture how I knit. But the nice thing about like knitting continental, so with English you're throwing it, and so it's like you're throwing in this extra step of like,
I'm sitting here like, how do I do this?
yeah, but like continental you're just kind of like it like takes out that big movement. Yarn and project together in one hand and then the hook in the other, but also gripping. Yeah, it is a chokehold. Like literally, I am.
Yeah, I have to check myself quite frequently, but because I feel like I'm gonna snap my hook in half.
Well, and then I like do my, and that's probably why I have like shoulder pain, because I like bring my shoulders up, and so I have to relax them. Bob and Brad, if you're watching this, I could really use that massager, but I'm poor because I like to buy silly, whimsical little things to bring me joy. which you'll see tomorrow in my video, I got the Jellycat gargoyle.
Stop.
I couldn't resist.
I just bought the baguette because I have a croissant somewhere, and I bought the baguette
somewhere.
Yeah, he's in a box because I had to pack up my whole office.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
oh, you sent me the video. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I was good this week. I actually filmed the Friday video, and then I also filmed a member video, and I kept putting off doing the latter. And then I realized I was watching Chris from the Enchanted Skein, and she was just like doing things and talking in her member video. I'm like, that's what I need to do. Like, I always wait until I have something specific to show, but I was like, why don't I just talk at you while I do things?
I always get like completely distracted and off track when I try to talk and do anything.
I mean,
like
I 100% did that.
I can't remember what I was I was making one of the custom love cats for an order, and I was just sitting here and I was like crocheting and I was like talking to the camera, and then I looked down and it had been 25 minutes and I was like, oh my god, what have I even talked about?
But also, like, how big was the loaf cat by that point? Was it like a schnauzer?
No,
another schnauzer?
Sized. They only take me like 45 minutes. So.
Are you still getting a lot of orders from Etsy?
No, I don't really babysit Etsy anymore, and I've started just because I got so overwhelmed with the loaf cats last year. I only keep 5 in stock at a time, and I let them sell out, and then they'll be sold out. Like last week, I had 3 left when I went on vacation, and I sold all 3 while I was gone. And I only just restocked them this morning because I'm down to like 1 open order on there, but it's slowed down a lot.
Yeah, I know the Naughty Nurse does custom dogs. Mm-hmm. And she had kind of the same thing as you. Like, she kept selling out of them, so she kept raising the prices of them, but she'd still be selling out of them. But
yeah, I left my price at like where I had raised it up to for Christmas last year because I was just like, y'all need to slow down. And I was like, I can't. And especially because like at a certain point you've got people getting angry because they're not going to get it before Christmas at that point. It's like there's nothing I can do about it. I've got 47 cats to make, Karen. Like, leave me alone, you know?
Yeah, and I was thinking about it because last year I closed my shop for the entire month of December because I didn't want to deal with like the post office things. I was like, I should probably keep it open a little bit in December just because.
I basically, when I do it and I have orders or I'm keeping it open for Christmas, I tell people if you get your order in before Thanksgiving, you're guaranteed to get it before Christmas. After that, it's just a toss-up whether you're going to get it or not.
Well, and I'm not doing custom things specifically, but I just worry about the post office like losing something or it just taking longer to get somewhere because of the holidays and if I want to deal with that. So yeah, and I was looking, I was trying to find that ghost dog pattern. Have fun, Jen. I was looking for that ghost dog pattern that I had made, and like it turns out it was possibly a scammer, reselling, and that was last year. And so I was typing in like ghost dog crochet pattern, whatever, and the amount of AI that was in the result, I was like, who is using Etsy anymore? And like,
I know.
have you seen how much they have killed this platform?
I know, and it's sad because like I obviously write patterns and I'm not AI. Yeah. And I work really hard to write these patterns. But like you said, I feel like people aren't buying patterns on Etsy anymore because you literally search for one thing and 75% of the things that pop up are AI. It's terrible.
Like I don't like to look for stuff on there.
And then it's just like, well, like somebody the other day messaged me and was like, why don't you try coffee out? And I'm like, that's all fine and dandy, but I don't have the social media following to drive traffic to coffee because that is literally just a website host, basically. It's not like you search, like on Etsy. It's literally your own kind of like website. And I'm just like, I don't know.
I went to link the salty pool from Crochet Cats and Coffee in my document. I know she had it on coffee, and so I was like, oh, maybe if I like start typing in the coffee thing, it'll come up, and it didn't. So then I was like, I have to search for it, but you can't search in coffee, so I had to do it as a Google search, and it came up like right away, but still.
Yeah.
I've never, what is it? Phoebe?
Yeah, I've heard of that. I can't remember where I saw it. I think it was in one of the Facebook group, like the crochet Facebook groups. I'm always super leery because I think when what was the one that just went out of business? Go Imagine. I was on Go Imagine
How do you
and
find these things?
I don't remember how I came across that one. It was like a competitor. It was a pretty decent competitor to Etsy.
Interesting.
And I was on it for like 2 years. I never did anything with it. But when that one went out of business, a lot of people were like, you can use this Facebook group to like talk about other places to sell your handmade goods, because they were purely handmade. Like they were very strict about AI, like all that. So I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think on there I saw somebody mention Fibe or Phoebe. I can't remember what it's called now, like how you say it. But I'm so leery about joining new ones because it's just like they're probably still working out bugs, and obviously people don't know it. That's like, it's so hard because Etsy has that built-in customer base.
Yeah.
And I mean, genuinely, that's where I make my money, is on Etsy, except that's also where Etsy takes the money from. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, especially when they're doing like their random ads that you don't ask for.
Mm-hmm.
A Rebel or Ribbler. Thank you. I was like, what's the other thing?
Ribbler.
Or Ravelry.
Redbubble, but I think that's more for like physical items, I think, if I remember correctly.
I don't like Ribbler because I don't like the formatting of their patterns.
The formatting of Ribbler is awful.
Though I guess it does prevent like pattern theft.
Yeah, probably.
And then Ravelry, like I know All From Jade has a lot on there.
Yeah, I do need to probably start branching out, honestly, because Etsy has really gone downhill.
Mm-hmm. I just have figured I'm not gonna work on any patterns for the time being, and that solves the problem.
Yeah. I've been sitting on that rabbit pattern for, I mean, when did I have the mouse thing? Tester call for that?
Oh yeah.
That was like a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I'm just sitting on that pattern.
You posted
That's
it.
really smart, honestly, Christine. That's usually how I find most of my patterns too. I've kind of given up searching on Etsy for stuff, so I mean, the number of patterns I bought because of Christine is unreal.
Christine in Scotland, be nice to her. Come on.
Yeah, that is also very true as well. I like that they're all in one place. I literally just scrolled through every single purchase trying to figure out what I wanted to make next, and I can't decide. So,
Oh my gosh, I had to close a bunch of tabs because I had an insane amount open of like, and next I'm gonna make this. And last night I closed like half of them because I was like, you are not getting to any of these this week, and probably not even next. Like, just close it because it's giving you anxiety, and every time you go to look for the pattern you're trying to work on, you go to the wrong one, and then you're like, oh yeah, and that pattern. But now that I've made 2 gargoyles, I can close the gargoyle tab.
I know I have Creature Made's gargoyle pattern saved on my Etsy right now. I really want to make one. It's so cool looking.
I just got, I think it was Creature Made the owl.
Does she have an owl? Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I love owl.
Hey, what the plushie?
I love that.
Yeah, and I wanted to make the owl last week, and I mean, I wanted to make a lot of things last week, so.
I really want to make the Clubs the Clown for my October market, but I don't know that I'm going to have time, honestly.
I have decided, I hope I didn't buy it, but I've decided Clubs the Clown is not in my future. I'm going to stick with Jovi. And not because I don't like clubs, but I recognize it's just going to be a big undertaking.
It is, yeah. The Plague Doctor was insane.
Exactly. Hold on.
I think I actually made the Plague Doctor while I was talking to you and Teresa, if I remember correctly.
You did indeed. Hold on. I have to check if I've bought
clubs. And I'm making it in the dark, too. I do remember that.
I did buy clubs.
Oh, no.
I mean, not recently.
I could have do that because I think I remember when you bought it.
Thanks. It was probably because of you.
Probably. I believe it was the night that I made the Plague Doctor because I had showed you guys the clubs pattern because I bought them at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And I did get a new Plague Doctor pattern because of course I did.
The Madeline Mako. No, I have not.
No, it's really cute.
Is it? Oh, man.
Oh, I closed that tab. Hold on. I have to reopen it.
Hold on. Now I'm going to pull it up. Oh, no. See, this is...
What did I put it under? Did I put it under?
You guys.
Halloween or fantasy? Oh, Halloween, because it's not fantasy. Plague Doctors are real. The Kendall Crochet.
It is so cute. Stop. The pink one.
You're frozen. What'd you say?
I said the pink one.
From Kendall Crochets?
No, the Plague Doctor from Madeline Mako.
Oh.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
See, now that's a reasonable size. I mean, I don't really love the overcoat because I don't like the stitch definition that you can see. It looks a little bit weird. Maybe I'll write Plague Doctor pattern, she says.
I like Madeline May's Voodoo Doll. That one's a nice, quick pattern.
Yeah, I thought, I was itching to make a big project. And, I mean, I guess this guy is a big project, but it didn't come out as big as I thought.
I was itching to make a big project, too, and this is where I'm at.
Your noodle?
I have a lot of pieces on my desk, and then I put them aside because I was like, I need to finish some small things. This is
what pattern is that?
Lyra Loon's Night Dragon.
Mm-hmm. I have some dragon patterns.
I keep telling myself that I can finish it for one of the September book fairs. So I have time. Because I couldn't sell it at this event this weekend anyways. So, yeah. Should we wrap it up soon? I feel like I should go make dinner.
If you want to do the Pokemon patterns. I was so disappointed when I went to that 2-day trade show.
I know.
That I didn't do better with the Pokemon. That was because it was literally a card trading show where people were going to trade Pokemon cards.
Well, it doesn't sound like they did a great job at luring people over to the other side of the building, too.
Oh, I kid you not. Anytime I tried to go to the bathroom, I felt like I was wading through the pit at a concert. It was nuts how many people were over there.
Yeah.
And like the people that did come over, they would pick up something and they'd be like, "Oh, that's cute," and then they would see the price and they would put it down. Probably because they just spent $300 on a trading card. But
yeah.
Anyways, I won't be doing it again.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm thinking we should probably wrap up because
that's
I
great.
need to go figure out dinner, and Mr. Cupcake just yelled out that it's dinner time, and I'm curious as to that's like the whole family or just my children, which it could be, and that's fine. I can fend for myself, but
yeah, I also need to figure out dinner, and I think I just want to rot tonight. I need a night to myself. Not do anything related to house stuff.
Yeah, I have to crochet some light projects because I was dealing with a little bit of pain.
2 more hours. Yeah, I guess you're in a totally different time zone. That's crazy. 2 hours of work still.
Well, it's been fun.
I know. We definitely need to do more.
Yeah.
I think.
I just need to remember sometimes. Like sometimes I think like, oh, I should just turn on live. I'm like, I don't want to talk to myself. And I know I'm like talking to people, but you know.
Yeah, no.
I
I wanted to start going live over on TikTok again because I used to do really, really well over on TikTok. Going
you
live.
can only do that if you have a certain number of followers, right?
Yeah, but they've lowered that. I think it's only like 500 now. And I literally just went through and I like bulk followed people. I would go to like
So
somebody
20 wouldn't qualify
no,
because I mean
that might not do it. But like I would literally find another crochet account and I would go and follow all of the people that they are following because it's usually other crochet accounts and I just wanted to keep my feed full of that kind of stuff.
yeah.
And follow you back, and eventually I got up there and I was able to go live. That's how I did it. Heck
Right.
yeah!
Well, anyways,
In my bagel cup.
I like it. Yeah, maybe I'll go make
But
myself a bevy. It's been a minute.
yeah. Okay.
It was fun. Thank you all for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I almost finished a gargoyle. I would have finished it if I wasn't doing a deformed sleeping dragon head. So, yeah. Night, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.